what's going on, guys? My name is Stryfium, and as you can see in this video, I'm going to be talking about talents right here, and you can also see my face. And funny enough, I'm actually wearing the same sweater I wore in my first vlog, but I don't care enough to change out of it because I don't really give a shit. I'm actually testing out a new layout I did on my XSplit, so I'm not using Fraps to record this today. I'm using my XSplit. Tell me what you guys think of mine. This is only going to be for some of my streams, depending on what the viewers want. But yeah, so you can see my face. It's one of my. I have two chat blockers. Like, I'll show you my other one right here. I have that, but I'm not using that right now, so I'll switch back to that. Anyway, I'm going to be going down my talents tier by tier real quick for you guys, just so you know what I'm using. As you can see right now, I mean, the most commonly switched abilities for a Ret Paladin anyway in the Ret Paladin tree are Holy Avenger and Execution Sentence. Right now I'm in Holy Avenger, well, tiers 5 and 6. As you can see, I'm in Holy Avenger and Execution Sentence right now, but I'll get to that after. So first I want to talk about the level 15 tier, which is basically your mobility. Long Arm of the Law, a successful judgment increases your movement speed by 45% for 3 seconds. The reason I'm in this is because not just because most players will be using it, simply because you use judgment all the time, but because if you look at Pursuit of Justice, as a Ret Paladin, you're always going to be burning through your holy power. So there's not really any point in having Pursuit of Justice because it's going to be like start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. Speed of Light increases your movement speed by 70% for 8 seconds. That's a pretty cool cooldown, but like I said, you're going to be using Judgment a lot anyway, so you may as well just go into Long Arm of the Law. So that's why I'm in Long Arm of the Law, so I recommend picking Long Arm of the Law for your tree. Now, the second tier, which is the level 30 tier, is a lot of people will either take Fist of Justice or Burden of Guilt. As you can see right now, I'm in Fist of Justice because honestly, if I really wanted to slow somebody, I would go into Seal of Justice, and I would just slow them briefly until I'm on top of them and they can't really get away from me, and then I'd go back into Seal of Truth. Fist of Justice, it's a improvement to your Hammer of Justice. It gives it a 30-second cooldown down from a minute, and it gives it an increased range by 10 yards. So that's why I'm in Fist of Justice. I don't really like Repentance because you have to cast it, and as a Ret Paladin, that's not really going to ever fly because you're always in the middle of everybody and you can get interrupted, especially in arenas. Now, the third tier, your Selfless Heal, well, your improvements to healing tier. You have Selfless Healer, Eternal Flame, or Sacred Shield. Now, a lot of people take Selfless Healer because they go, oh, 3 judgments, and I have a big flash of light on my party member. Well, I think you're going to do more overall healing with Eternal Flame. I was in Selfless Healer for the longest time, but then I switched because I realized, okay, wait, I use Word of Glory more than I use Flash of Light. I think I'll go into Eternal Flame. Now, Clemency is the 4th tier, the level 60 tier, and your other choices are Unbreakable Spirit and Hand of Purity, but pretty much every Paladin is going into Clemency simply because you have 2 freedoms, 2 sacrifices, 2 hand of protections, and well, this is PvE, but 2 hand of salvations. Other than that, there isn't really much of a reason, but having that buff is really good. To have 2 of all those utilities is really good. Now, the most important stuff to a lot of people would be the 5th and 6th tier. A lot of the times, and let me just set my mount down so I can actually show you guys this. I'll go into Divine Purpose. Now, the difference between Holy Avenger and Divine Purpose is more on-demand burst from Holy Avenger, whereas your burst with Divine Purpose is more random. So if you guys want to have synchronized burst, I don't recommend picking Divine Purpose. Holy Avenger, you pop it every 2 minutes whenever your teammate wants you to, and you have some seriously sustained damage and big burst. Divine Purpose, like I said, it's more random. Then a lot of people will go into Holy Prism because you can use it 3 times in the time that it takes for Execution Sentence to cool down. And it does 30k each time. And it radiates healing to anyone nearby when you use it on an enemy, and then vice versa when you use it on an ally. It's a pretty good ability. I use Execution Sentence in PvE but a lot of people use Holy Prism in PvP, and I recommend it for PvP because, like I said, you can use it more in the time that it takes the execution sentence to cool down. Plus, if you have Holy Avenger, and you should always have Inquisition up. Plus, you're gonna have your Guardian of Ancient Kings, your Avenging Wrath up, or your Damage Trinket. So the amount of damage coming out of Holy Prism will be improved. And Execution Sentence has it's a dot, and then it does a small amount of burst damage. So the ideal PvP spec would be Long Arm of the Law, Fist of Justice, Eternal Flame, Clemency, Divine Purpose, Divine Purpose or Holy Avenger, depending on the comp you're running, and then Holy Prism. Holy Prism must be on the 6th tier. Now, I'm going to talk about PvE real quick for those of you that PvE. What I do in PvE is I will actually go Holy Avenger and Execution Sentence like you saw before, because I had just finished doing raiding or something. I haven't really changed it that much. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to that. But when it comes to PvE and PvP, I will immediately switch them because I know there's one more beneficial than the other in whatever you're doing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that talent video. Next video, I will be talking about my glyphs. And if you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit it up with a like. And also, if you guys like this layout that I'm doing where I show my face, hopefully it wasn't too disturbing for you. Haha. But yeah, guys, and as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.